Hi everyone, we are live on FIBA Media YouTube channel with the FIBA Women's World Cup 2026 pre-qualifying tournament in Mexico City. Welcome to the post-game press conference after New Zealand 64, Mexico 71. We are with Team New Zealand, with Victoria Tamilo and Coach Natalie Hurst. Thank you for being here. First of all, Coach, as usual, we want to know your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, look, credit to Mexico. We got out hustled, especially down the stretch. When big plays needed to happen, they made them. So, credit to them.
Same for you, Victoria.
Yeah, it's always hard playing a team in their own home court, but we did a good job, and yeah, credit to Mexico for a good game.
We open the floor for questions here in Mexico City. Questions?
Hi, good evening. For Coach, how do you think the injury of Reed played a role in the outcome of the game? Because obviously she was the best player in the first half for your team, but in the second half, obviously she was injured because she lacked a lot of minutes because of the injury. How did that play a factor in the outcome of the game?
Yeah, look, I think perhaps it's a little closer at the end of the game. Losing Tara when we did, she was our energy. She was getting on the rim. She was making things happen. So that was a huge loss for us, and a bit of our experience that went off the floor at not an ideal time. And we could get more minutes out of her. Maybe the results a little bit different for us.
I have a question for the player. How is it for you playing in Mexico City in terms of the altitude? Does that affect you in the game?
I'd say it definitely affected us for sure in trainings at the start, but I think we've been here for a week now, so we've gotten used to it.
More questions? If not, okay, thank you both. We continue soon with Mexico. We are back with the post-game press conference after New Zealand 64, Mexico 71. We are now with Team Mexico, Gabriela Jaques and Coach Lindsay Harding. Coach, congratulations on the win. You qualified for the semifinals. We all know your thoughts on the game.
First, I want to give a lot of credit to New Zealand. They're a great team. They play very well together. They're a big team, a strong team, and we knew that that was going to be a challenge. So, I mean, they definitely played a great game, and it was a great challenge for us. I'm so proud of this team. The big thing I talked about before the game is competitiveness, believing, and playing with heart. I think, and I've always believed, if you play with more heart, you're going to work harder, you're going to give yourself the best opportunity to win games. And tonight, I hope everyone saw how much heart that these players played with, how much passion they play with. It, for me as a coach, is very fun. It's actually very, very fun to coach this group because they give everything. And I hope you all saw that tonight.
Gabriela, congratulations, 22 points, 8 rebounds, and a great win for the team. How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm just super proud of this team. Like Coach Lindsay said, we played with a lot of heart and a lot of passion, and I think you see that, and that's why we're winning.
We open the floor for questions here in Mexico City.
Juan from Nacional Rafael. Coach, it's well known that basketball is a very physical game, but it looks like New Zealand overpassed the limits. Do you agree?
I think that you're talking to somebody. I don't know if you ever watched me play back in the day, but I was very physical. I love a physical game because to me, it's the team who fights the most and the hardest and who's the toughest is going to be more successful. So honestly, I feel that calls were made pretty even, whether there were some calls that I didn't agree with, and I know that there were calls they didn't agree with. So I thought it was pretty even, but was it physical? Heck yeah, it was physical. At this point of a tournament, I'm not expecting calls to be soft. You don't want them to be soft. You want them to allow you to play. You don't want the refs to decide the game. And I think today they did a great job in allowing us to decide the game.
Buenas noches, Luis Viñas de Portal. Gabriela, tus 22 puntos hoy resultaron fundamentales. Sin embargo, parece que en el tercer cuarto, el equipo, tú también, se bajó mucho. ¿A qué se debió?
Yeah, I think the other team, the other team third quarter. Oh, yeah. I think that obviously basketball is a game of ebb and flows, so you know, we started off with a run, they came back, we came back, and I think we just really stayed true to where we are, play hard, play passionate, and like get the rebounds, get stops, because when we run out in transition, no one really can guard us, so we just got to keep doing that, and I'm just, again, so proud of this team. Carla, amazing threes. Miriam, the rebounds were amazing, so just, again, so proud.
Coach, Roberto from Basketboleros. What is your opinion about the chemistry in this team, in this tournament? Because I believe, I don't know, in my point of view, that in this tournament the chemistry changed a lot. I don't know if they arrived.
It's hard to hear you.
Yes.
It's hard to hear.
Yeah.
Just speak in the mic a little louder.
What is your opinion about the chemistry in this team? Because I believe that it's a different chemistry in the last tournament. I don't know if they are even from Gabi, but it's a different chemistry that we can see in the team.
We had a longer training camp this time. Last time we didn't have a long training camp. We actually only had days to try to prepare. This time we had weeks to prepare. So the more time we can spend together, the more we can have the chemistry. But, you know, a lot of credit to them. It's not just chemistry on the court, it's the chemistry off the court. When they like to spend time together and they're dancing and singing on the bus, the chemistry on the court is easy to come. So a lot of it goes to them and how well they get along just as human beings. They're family.
Gustavo Rodriguez from Yo Soy de Basket. First of all, congratulations for the win.
Thank you.
And for me, the key from the win was the rebounding. Can you tell us about this change from Monday game today?
Maybe we got the jitters out. I think a lot of teams were nervous maybe the first time. The first half of our first game, I think I threw that away because we played much better the second half, and I think we continued that. we always say, well, I've always said, offense, what does they say? Offense sells tickets, defense wins games, rebounds wins championships, because you wanna be a team that gets the most second chance shots. And again, we are not the biggest team here. We're small, so we count on a lot of our guards to get rebounds. But I gotta say, Miriam did an amazing job. She was still undersized, and she fought them and was able to get, I think, 13 rebounds, 7 offensive for us. And that's huge. That was everything. Yes.
Hello, Evencio Flores, Basketball Mexico. What do you think about the 2 victories? It's historical. It's the first time 2 victories on the African teams and European teams. It's historical. Do you know?
Yeah, I think, again, I'm super proud of this team, and as you can see, a lot of us are emotional just because we know this team was making history. And I just came here to play with Coach Lindsay and all the girls, and they've just been so amazing, and our goal is to win every game that we play, and I think that as long as we keep playing hard, play together, that will happen.
Same thing. We didn't come here just to do the same thing. We came here to win. So we hope we can make more history.
Hi, over here. Gabriela, congratulations for the win and for your performance. I would like to know can you describe the environment of the crowd here in Mexico City?
Yeah, thank you to all the fans that came out today and supported us. We appreciate it a lot. You guys really help us get our energy going and mess with the other team. So again, I'm super happy that we can play in our home country. And I did hear that the fans would be super loud, and they lived up to the expectation. So thank you, everyone, for coming, and we play tomorrow. So see you there.
Coach Harding, good evening. I have a question for you. After this game, and after the win, obviously, you guys have a place, a spot secured in the semifinal tournament. What's going to be the approach for next game against Montenegro? Because obviously, as I mentioned, you have a place already in the semifinals. What's going to be the approach? Are you going to go all in to be the first place in the group, or are you going to play some sort of strategy in terms of, like reserve the energies for the next round?
I always want to play to win. I don't like playing games. I don't like playing games. I want to continue to get better. I think for my first game, the first half was okay. I think the second half got better. I think this game was better, and I'm expecting the next game to be better. I've watched them play a little bit, but I've been focusing on the next game. So now, especially all night tonight and all day, it's going to be like a hard focus on Montenegro and what they do. But to me, there's limited games, so like you go all out and you continue to try to win and get better, and not leave anything on the floor. Good.
Hi, Jimena from Legacy Sports. For Gabby, during the game you have a little bit of confrontation with Penina Davidson. How do you handle this? The little girl with...
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, honestly, they're physical. I'm going to be physical back. And I like to play those physical games. I don't mind it. It's just getting me better. And I think our whole team stepped up to the physicality. And, again, I thought the refs called it fine. I told the ref, hey, watch the shoves at the end of when the ball's dead. And they recognized it. So, again, I don't mind it. It's basketball at the end of the day. I don't think it was personal because I think I already forgot what happened. But, yeah.
Just Gats, what do you think was the biggest adjustment for you coming from, of course, playing college basketball to now international basketball, and how do you think this experience will carry on into your collegiate career as well?
Yeah, I think the main thing would have to be the physicality. As we saw today, it was really physical, and in college, the refs call it very differently. They don't let a lot of things slide in here. You can give a little more pushes, a little more hand swipes. So college is definitely different. So just adjusting to that of what I can get away with on defense, and then, you just got to go up strong. What was the second part? Oh, how will that help me? Yeah, I think that will help me in college because these girls are women. These are women that I'm playing, and, some of them are 30, and then in college they're younger. So I think just playing against strong women like that will prepare me, and just getting the experience of playing basketball in general, playing games right now, will help me at UCLA.
Gabs, you know that your fan base in Mexico is growing so fast. And it's not just because of your last name, it's because of the heart you are putting in the court. It takes a huge responsibility. What do you think about it?
Yeah, thank you for everyone for welcoming me into this team, into this program, and thank you to the fans again for coming out and showing support. It really means a lot and it helps our team. And so, again, just shout out to Coach Lindsay, to my teammates, to Omar for just creating this amazing experience for me.
There were unfinished business with New Zealand since the U17 World Cup in León, Guanajuato. Did you know about this or was it circumstantial?
I can't understand. It's muffled.
Había cuentas pendientes con Nueva Zelanda desde el Mundial Sub-17 en León, Guanajuato. ¿Sabían de esto o fue circunstancial?
No. But it's good to know now. Revenge is a good thing. So, no, revenge is a good thing. Thank you, though.
One last question? No? Okay. Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Gabriela.
Thank you.
everyone. Have a good night.